Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Everybody smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. All right, let's get right into it. Look, if you love what you do and have a passion for it, you just might be the best at what you do because it's your purpose. Don't worry about what people got to say about you. Don't worry about how people feel about what you're doing. Don't worry about people eavesdropping on your success. People who just got to know what you're up to, screw them. All right? You love what you do and you have a passion for it. You just might be the best at what you do. People who love what they do, they care about it more than other people. They're going to wake up thinking about it. They're going to go to sleep thinking about it. They're going to eat it, sleep it, dream it. The thing that they want to do is going to be on their mind consistently. All right? And there's not going to be anything to rip or pry them away from what they want to do. And if you love what you do, you don't care about what anybody has to say about it. If you love what you do, you don't care about the eavesdroppers. You don't care about the business watchers. You don't care about the monitoring spirits because you got a goal. You got a dream, man. Ladies, you got something that you got to be doing with your life. They are going to be watching you because you're doing something great. So if they're going to be watching, you might as well love what you do. You might as well find something that gives your life meaning. Somebody's life has to have some meaning. Somebody has to make some money. Why not you? Your life has to have meaning. The thing that you love to do, that's your passion. That helps you take your mind off of bad things. It helps you take your mind off of feeling like you're not successful. If you're not successful, it's because you're not putting in a certain amount of time in the areas that you want to be successful in. You can't sit and think about that dream. You can't sit and think about that goal. You got to do something with it. Even if you work on it 3 times a week, you have to do something to become better than where you currently are if you're not where you want to currently be at. You can take your goal to the next level. It just takes work on your part. You got to work. The things that are holding us back from what we want to do is the things that we don't know how to do. Don't procrastinate. Figure out what you need to do so that way you can learn and you know what you don't know how to do. The only thing holding you back is what you don't know how to do. If you love to do that and you knew what to do, you would be unstoppable. Only thing that's holding you back is information. And that's why you have to use your time to gather up as much information on what you want to do as possible. If you don't have a job right now, that's a blessing. If you have a job right now, that's a blessing. Either way, if say you don't have a job, when you get a job, all the time you have, majority of it is going to be used to preparing yourself, getting ready, starting your day, preparing to go to the job, having to be at the job, having to come home from the job. That's all time that now, when you didn't have anywhere to go, you could have been using. So even if you don't have a job, you better have a passion. You better have something that you want to be successful at that can make you money, that you can become prosperous off of, that you could draw prosperity into your life with. All right. If you have a passion for it, you might be the best at it. So why give up? You know that this is something you want to do. You know that if you put the amount of time in this, you could rule this area of your life. The only thing that makes people procrastinate is lack of knowledge. People are suffering because of lack of knowledge. When I don't know what to do, it may take me 3-4 days. I might have it might slow me down. It might make me procrastinate. But once I pick it back up, once I start working on it, once I figure it out, I realized that the only thing that was making me not want to do this was defeat. Only thing that makes you procrastinate is defeat. You want to pick it up and win. You want to pick it up and become successful. Only thing that can help you pick up what you want to do and become successful is information, faith, trust in God, trust in your ability. When that trust in God is that trust in your ability, you're not going to get more God than out of your own life experience, y'all. You're not going to experience more God than the God in you. All right? You're not going to experience more good than the good that you desire and the good that you already have. People walking around looking for good, you already have good. You just got to use it. Those talents, that's your good. Those hair braiding skills, that's your good. Those painting skills that you've been sleeping on, that's your good. Don't listen to people. Nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody's gonna want to get that style. Ain't nobody gonna let you braid their hair. You crazy. You don't even got the certificate. You didn't even go to school. You know how many people are doing things without the certificate, without going to school for it because they have the consciousness of what they want to be? There are certain doctors and certain psychologists that will tell you it's good to go out and get all the education that you can. But if you have the consciousness of becoming something, you'll draw everything that you need to you to become successful in that area. How you think there's people who become successful without degrees? Shout out to everybody who got their degree. Shout out to everybody who studied. I know it's nothing like accomplishing something and achieving something. That's all a degree is, people. They studied, they accomplished something, they passed the test, and now they got the result of all the effort and the work they put in. Their credentials. You could become an expert at anything. Those are your credentials. You could become an expert at anything, which will give you the amount of time to study and even be able to go back to school if you so choose. Imagine becoming an expert in an area to where now you could live the life of your dreams with no formal education, not going to school, not receiving a certificate or a degree for it, which are wonderful things. But you can become an expert without those things. There's so much information and technology out here that if you're not using your time to become an expert at something, you're falling off. You are falling off. I don't care if you got it all together. If you can't make money on your own without punching a clock, you are falling off. You're not where you are, honestly not where you may think you where you want to be, but you're really not where you want to be, because you could take it further. You could take it better. You could do more with your life than what you're already doing. Why stop yourself? Why stop yourself from becoming better than what you already are? You know you're worth more. You know you deserve more than what they pay you. You know deep down inside you're worth more than that salary. You're worth more than that paycheck. You're worth more than that weekly sum of money. You're worth more than that. So you need to treat yourself like that by filling your mind with information that can make you more money. All you have to do is learn so you can earn. Don't sleep on that. The more you learn, the more you earn. What is stopping people from becoming successful is lack of knowledge, because people want to win. People want to pick up something and be good at it immediately, but they don't understand the process of becoming great. The process of becoming successful. You have to know that you can become successful, and you have to do whatever it is that you're doing good enough to where success will come to you. And if you don't, then you will not receive what you want out of life. There's no shortcuts to life. There may be life hacks. There may be the only shortcut you're going to get is from after putting in all the work to where it looks easier for you than somebody else picking it up and starting out and trying. That's the only shortcut. The only shortcuts come once you done did something so many times that you know you don't have to take certain steps and you don't have to take certain avenues, or you don't have to do this part of the process anymore. Mastered that, don't have to do that anymore. Mastered this, don't have to do that anymore, until it becomes second nature. You know how to do everything that you want to do. All right, you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself that you're the best, because if you don't believe that you're the best, nobody else will. You got to tell yourself you love what you do, even when you don't feel like doing it. When you hate doing it, you got to tell yourself, this is what I love to do. I'm going to do it anyway. No matter how I feel. Feelings, I don't care how you feel. I love doing this. Feelings, you may not feel like doing this. This is something that I love to do. This is something that I want to be successful at. This is something that I already see myself reaching a certain level of achievement. And I'm not going to let anything get in the way. My feelings, my thoughts, I'm not going to let anything get in the way. Feelings, you may not feel like doing this, but we doing it anyway. So get ready, get in gear. When you do that, your mind has no choice but to go with you. All right, pick up your bed and walk. All right, your mind has no choice. I guess we working today. The mind is lazy. It's going to tell you, I don't feel like doing that. A brain, I know you don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to think that I can. Brain, I know you don't feel like doing this, but I think that I'm going to do it anyway. I think I got enough energy to do this. I think I'm going to do this anyway because I know it's going to benefit me and make my life better. You can't think that you could become successful. You have to know that you are going to become successful. And when you know, that's confidence. If when you become great at something, do you think you're good at it, or do you know you're good at it? When you become great at something from the amount of time and effort you put into it, you know that you're great at that. There's no second guessing yourself. The confidence that you have is going to bring that success into your life, because that confidence is going to let you and everybody else know that you do that, that this is something that you do. This is something that you can excel in. This is something that you are going to be able to help them with because you've helped yourself with it. If you can't help yourself with your own skills, nobody's going to want to come to you to get help from you. If you can't help yourself with your own skills, nobody's going to want to listen to what you have to say. You got to show progress. You got to bear fruit. You have to show yourself that this is something that you can do. And how you show yourself this is something that you can do by putting in the amount of time, putting in the amount of effort, and being passionate about it. You have to take the direction of where your passions are, because if not, your life is going to be unfulfilled because your desires aren't going to be being fulfilled. Your passion has to do with your desire. Desire is a wish with wings that takes flight with faith and belief. When you believe that you could have your desires, it's a wish with wings. It takes flight and it takes you with it. And you have that, you get to that success. You get to that breakthrough. You want to break through, you got to have a breakthrough in your mind first, with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, with the information that you know that can take you to a new level. You start out doing something, you're not good at it. You work, and you keep perfecting that until you become better. You learn what to do, you learn what not to do, you learn what works, you learn what doesn't work. There are people out there that made money off knowing what doesn't work. Even before you become successful, you could become successful. You should be putting in so much time and effort into what you want to become that you should know and have figured out how many things and whatever doesn't work. Okay, I know that doesn't work. I tried that. I know that doesn't work. You should be figuring out what doesn't work so you could get to what does work. And that's how you know you love what you do. You'll be willing to fail 1,000,000 times. You'll be willing to get laughed at 1,000,000 times. You'll be willing to get turned down more than 1,000,000 times. Turn me down, because it's not gonna stop me. It's only gonna make me that want to be that much better. They turn me down, what can I improve on? They turn me down, what do I need to fix? They turn me down, what doesn't sound right? What's not going right? What doesn't go with what? How can I make this better to where somebody will want to buy my product? If somebody else can make a product from scratch that they can sell, if somebody was in the same position that I was, and I watched them, I watched their motivational movie, I watched their success story, and it's no difference between them and me, then I know the only difference is the amount of time and the effort that they put in. People's work ethic be crazy, and people wonder why they're at the level they're at. You wonder why they got the house they got. You wonder why they have the car they have. It's because their work ethic, their level of effort they put into what they want to do is outmatched. They outworked and outperformed everybody around them, even themselves. They knew that they could outdo what they were doing. If you're doing something right now and it's not producing the result you want, it's because you're not outdoing yourself. If you believe in God, you're supposed to be outdoing what you did yesterday. If you believe in Jesus, you're supposed to be believing in your ability to outdo those who did what you want to do and greater. That's why Christ said you could do what I did and greater. You can do what these people did and better. Nobody has become nobody has used up all the successful energy that's out there already. There's enough successful energy out there for you. There's enough energy out there for you to do what they did and more. All you have to do is start doing it. And when you believe in yourself, you make that possible for you. That's all you have to do. So what you love to do, you have to really love it. Even when you don't feel like doing it, you still gotta love doing it. Even if you're depressed, you still gotta love doing it. You gotta kick that depression to the curb. Feelings, you may feel this way. I feel like I want to become successful. These depressed feelings, this depressed state is not going to get me to where I want to be. I gotta pick up my bed and walk. I gotta speak. I gotta say something to myself. I gotta do something positive with my life so that way I could feel better. All right, if you don't feel good, make sure you say to yourself you're happy or you feel good or you want to do this enough times until you get the energy to do it. We have to stop giving in to negative thoughts and negative feelings. Time is of the essence and time is precious. Everybody needs time to rest. When God tells you to rest, when he tells you to lay down, when he tells you to take a break, you do that. You obey God. You listen to him. Take a break. Take this time off. Relax. Do that because you're only going to come back that much better, especially when you have a passion for what you want to do. When you want to become the best at what you want to do, you're going to be thinking about it, working on it nonstop. It's going to be something that you do every single day. What you don't know, you're going to spend endless hours on and time on figuring it out. If people laugh at you, people tell you you're wasting your time, you're still going to pursue this dream. If people tell you that no one wants to use your product, you are still going to pursue your dream. No matter what they told you, no matter what they had to say, you still see yourself as becoming successful with this because it's something that you're passionate about. You don't let people take away from you what you love to do. You don't let anybody get in between you and what you love to do. Because if you love to do it and have a passion for it, you just might be the best at it. Michael Jordan had a passion at playing basketball. LeBron James, he got a passion for playing basketball. Jay-Z had a passion for making music, rapping. Kanye West had a passion for making beats, instrumentals. Everybody that's passionate about what they do and what they love to do, they make it their life's dream and their life's goal to become successful at that and making it a career for themselves. They don't let anybody tell them anything different. Who cares if you got to struggle for a decade figuring things out? Did you die? No. All right. Are you still alive? Yes. You may not have as much as everybody else on the surface level, but as far as experience and information and what you know more about life than they do than you. Possibly. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But as far as your own experience, you're learning and you're growing, and they can't take that away from you. The fact that you're willing to give up certain things so you could chase what you want in life and get what you want in life, they can't take that away from you. You chose to go after what you wanted in life. You chose to make your life what you wanted it to be. You looked at other people's lives and you told yourself that I could have that. When other people looked at their lives and said, I'll never be able to get that, I rebuke that. I don't receive that. That's what you have to say when you think those thoughts. If your mind tells you you can't have something, deny it, rebuke it, send that thought to hell. It has no place in the mind of God. You telling yourself that you can't have something, you can't be something, and you can't do something. If you love it, you already got the feeling for it. If you're passionate about it, you already got the idea of the success in your mind. All you got to do is act on that feeling and bring it into reality. It may take time, but over time, you're going to start to see just how far you could get. And you're going to start to see how much time and effort you need to put in and how that's going to benefit you. So it doesn't matter if you don't become successful. Sooner or later, you're going to work towards success so much that you're going to be able to see just how much time, just how much effort, and just exactly what you have to do to make your dream become a reality. And it's going to be a wonderful, amazing thing. You're going to wake up feeling good because you know what to attack. You know what to do. You know where to take it. You know what you have to pursue as far as that goal. All you got to do is stay focused and keep your mind on that and not let anything distract you. That's the easiest part. Once you figure out what you need to do, all you have to do is not be distracted and stay focused. If you love to do what your passion, if you love to do what your career, if you love to do what you're trying to make a job for yourself or a career for yourself, so that way you don't have to work again. When you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's what I'm striving for. That's what everybody should be striving for. But not everybody believes they can get it. They believe the world mind. Oh, it's too hard. It's not easy. No, it's not easy. It may be hard, but if it's hard, like Les Brown said, you got to do it hard. If it's hard, do it hard. No matter how bad it gets, no matter how bad it looks, you're going to make it. But if you tell yourself something different, if you believe what they say, you won't make it. If you believe that inner self critic, I'm not good enough, you're not going to have your dream become a reality. You're going to have somebody else's dream become a reality in your life. That's a nightmare, having to do something that you don't love to do when you have something eating at you, when you have something that just won't leave you alone, because you know deep down inside, you know that this is what you were born to do. You know you weren't born to sit at that job for the rest of your life. You was born to be doing something great, having fun out in the sun, taking vacation trips, traveling, going on business trips, going to seminars, meetings, running seminars, flying from this place to that place. You're not supposed to be trapped anywhere doing anything you don't want to do because you feel you have to do it. If you feel you have to do something, you need to change how you feel. Of course, you got to take care of yourself, but you don't have to be anywhere where you don't want to be. If there's other people that are living their best life, why shouldn't you be able to? You have to ask God these things. God, why am I not able to live my best life? What's the difference between them and me? You are able to have nice things just like everybody else. They're walking on the same ground as you. They're breathing in the same air as you, but they're thinking different thoughts than you. They're putting different things in their mind. Those little corny affirmations that you don't believe in, oh, that's stupid, that's whack. They're believing in those things. They're telling their self those things every morning when they wake up and every night before they go to bed. They're working on their mind. Every morning when they wake up, they're working on their mind. Every evening before they go to bed, they're working on their mind. And throughout the day, they're uprooting all their negative thoughts. They're tilling their land. They're working on their mind. They're telling themselves all the good things they want to see in their life and their reality, and they're making them become a reality. They're speaking things into existence, then they're working on their life and their dreams and their goals. How you speak and how you think is going to dictate your life, even when it comes to your goals and dreams. So when you tell yourself that you can become what you want to become, you can become that great this or that great that, or you could be this rich that or this highly paid that, you're gearing yourself to have it. People don't want to see you with it. You can't you can't tell people your goals. People aren't going to want to see you win. You can't expect people to be happy about your success. You can't expect people to want to see you be successful in life. They're not going to want to. You have to see that for yourself. Whatever you see for yourself is what you're going to get. And as long as you see yourself having to stay at some crappy job, as long as you see yourself just living to pay bills and car payments and house payments, if that's all you see your life to be, that's all you're going to get. You're only going to get bills in the mail. As long as you see bills coming in the mail and no checks for $50,000, you're not going to get any checks in the mail for $50,000 for you to live your life and live your dream. You live in your desired reality. You have to accept what you want for you and stop listening to the world mind. The world mind is going to tell you everything that you can't do. Stop agreeing with people who are trying to speak negativity onto your life. That's too good for you. That only Justin Bieber can have that. Only Eminem can have that. Only Katy Perry can have that. Only LeBron James can have that. Only Beyonce. Only Jay-Z. No, I'm here to tell you today that they were once where you were. All right, Tekashi 6ix9ine was a waiter. We're bussing tables. All right, he believed in himself. Imagine if even though all the stuff that happened to him, imagine if Tekashi 6ix9ine was like, you know what, that's a dumb idea. I'm not gonna do the rainbow hair. They may have something to say about me. They may call me names. That rainbow hair was the smartest thing he could have did as far as marketing himself. It made him stand out. He know he ain't. He know he not all alternative lifestyle. He didn't care what people thought. Oh man, people might think he like men. Oh, people might think he on the other side. Who cares? He didn't care. He knew it was all about a bag. Dye my hair, change my hair rainbow, get this bag. And I guarantee you, it might have been God that was like, yo, dye your hair this color. It'll change your life. You know, he may have listened to some other wrong people in his ear as far as the guns and the violence and the gang and all that. You have to be self-sufficient, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to have a strong faith and connection with God to let you know to where you don't need anybody else. But people, they grow up in their hood, they grow up not having family, they grow up with that gang being their family, they don't have this, they don't have that gang, besides all the violence, if there wasn't no violence involved or negativity, it'd just be a support system. for people who don't have nobody. And at the beginning of it, I honestly believe that's what it was. But because the corruption and the police and the police destroyed them organizations from the inside out. But that's a whole nother video, because a lot of those gangs got infiltrated by people they paid to be corrupt. Like they'll take one of the most gangsterous persons and put them in place, and like it'll be a whole police agent infiltrating the gang, and they'll be like, yo, do this, do that, make them rob banks, make them shoot up the neighborhood, make them sell drugs to kids. Oh yeah, but that's a whole nother video. But when you love to do what you do, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he loved music. Something told him to change his hair color to this color. Boom. Now he's able to get all types of promotion and all types of shares and likes and all types of attention because he wasn't afraid. You cannot be afraid of what people are going to think about you. What you love to do, what you're passionate about, you go do it. That may not have been the best example, but in terms of being afraid and having fear stop you from becoming successful, it is. And that fear that is stopping you from becoming successful, it didn't stop him. You may not be trying to dye your hair rainbow, but use him as a superhero. Yo, he dyed his hair rainbow and went out there and believed in himself. And he even believed in himself as the Tupac did. He even believed himself to be tough, hardcore gangster with rainbow hair. So, I mean, you may not want to go out and believe all those things, but you may want to believe that you're tough. You may want to believe that you don't back down. You may want to believe that you believe in yourself and you don't care what anybody else has to say. You may believe in yourself that can't nobody stop you or knock you down or take you or knock you off your square or take you out your thought process. Yeah, you want to definitely believe in those things, and you want to be passionate about those things. You want to be so passionate about what you want to do, can't nobody's words stop you from becoming that. Oh, that sucks. Okay, thank you. I'm still gonna go after my goal, even though it sucks. People will tell you that something sucks, but won't say what you are good at. It might be one thing wrong with what you did. Imagine creating a whole masterpiece, but just imagine creating the best shirt in the world, but just one button is out of place. And some hater come along and be like, oh, that shirt terrible. That shirt sucks. You bring that shirt to Louis Vuitton or somebody who designs clothes, they'll be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Fix this button and voila, you got yourself $1,000 shirt, young woman. You got yourself $1,000 design, young man. All you had to do was fix that button. I'm glad you came to me and no one else. They would have said some bad things about the shirt and made you give up and went and took the design and made the money off it themselves. You know how many people take ideas? You can't trust people when it comes to your dream. Your opinion has to outweigh everyone's. And I'm not going to stop saying that. Your opinion has to outweigh everybody's. Your opinion has to be more important to you than theirs when you are on your path to success, when you are doing something that you love to do, when you have a passion for it. You just might be the best at it. So put in that time and effort. Work on it till you go to sleep at night. You should be falling asleep at your workstation every night. You should be waking up in the morning. Am I still working on it? That's how you should be doing it. Is every day going to be like that? No. But if you strive to make every day like that, you'll get more done than not. That's what the whole point about driving yourself is and giving all you got. The days that you don't feel like doing it, even if you do 10, 15, 25%, you're still going to do something versus not doing nothing. Don't let no day pass by without you doing nothing. I don't care if you do one push-up. I don't care if you read one page. I don't care if you work on something for 5 minutes. Don't you let a day go past without you working on something. All right, they got what's it called? The minimalist effect. That's what I'm gonna phrase it as, the minimalist effect. You do the smallest amount, you keep doing the small amount. By the end of the year, you're gonna have something because each day that went by, you did something. When you see people who have something and you see people who have not, you see somebody who did something and you see somebody who did not. When you see people who are successful and passionate about what they love to do, you see somebody who did something with that passion and all that love and all that positive energy and all that skill versus somebody who just let it waste away. Versus somebody who just, I'm nice. You got people walking around with the idea that they're nice and that's it. I'm nice. I'm good. I'm success. Like that's it. You have to take what you're good at and do something with that talent. You can't just have a talent and not be doing anything with it. Where's the love? Where's the passion? If there's something that you want to do, you got to do something with it. You can't sit around with those goals. You can't sit around with with that talent. Otherwise, you're not gonna be anything. You're just gonna be like everybody else, sitting, hoping, wishing that they hit the lottery. And I hope you all hit the lottery. And I know I'm gonna hit with my dreams and my goals. That's my lottery. My lottery is me using the gifts and talents that God gave me to become successful out in this real world and to help other people realize that they can have the life that they want. That's my lottery. When I get into the position of being the coach that I am, the coach that I have the consciousness of, it's all going to meet up. Even if you're not where you want to be, have the consciousness of it, because you are going to draw to yourself everything that you desire, all from your own mind. You cannot be anything or do anything without having the idea or the consciousness of it first. People want all types of money. People want all types of success. People want all types of good desires and good things in life. But first, you have to have the consciousness of it in your mind. You have to suppress the image of what you want to be, do, and have on your mind, like a seed in the ground. And you have to water that seed every day with positive action, positive thought, positive thinking, positive words, positive deeds. You have to water that seed, because whether you're watering your seed positively or watering your seed negatively, you are going to bear fruit either way. Even if that fruit is a big old nothing. Even if that fruit is a big old nothing fruit, you still bear fruit. You can bear the fruit of nothingness. You can bear the fruit of slothfulness. You can bear the fruit of laziness. Why bear the fruit of those when you could bear the fruit of something sweet? Wouldn't it be so sweet if you could live the life that you want? Wouldn't it be so sweet if you could have the life that you want? And you can. And I'm not going to stop telling you that you can, because you can. You know you can. Only thing that's stopping you is that I don't feel like it. Only thing that's stopping you is I'll do it tomorrow. Only thing that's stopping you is the fact that you can't pick up what you want to do and win right now. I guarantee you, if you pick up and you take those L's, you will win. I saw on, what was it? I saw on somebody's podcast the other day, the light-skinned guy with the dreads, Patrick, I believe his name is. The Patrick guy, light-skinned brother with the dreads, always be dropping the funny videos. Somebody on his show said life is like a weenus. All right, pause. The weenus is the little scrunchy skin on your elbow. Take your mind out the gutter on this channel. All right, your weenus is the part of your elbow, and guess what the weenus is? Guess what the weenus is a representation of? The weenus is a representation of life and you and your gift. Because guess what this brother said? Life is like a weenus. You gotta catch a L before you take a bow. What? Life is like a weenus. You gotta catch a L before you get a bow. Elbow, weenus. Your weenus is a part of your elbow. It's the piece, the little skin that you can pull on underneath your elbow. Your weenus is a representation of how you use God's gift that He gave you in life. All right? You know that gift you got that God gave you? He wrapped it up nice. But there's no bow on top. There's no finish to it. All right, God wrapped it up. He put the wrapping paper on there. He bought the box. He gave you the gift. But that bow, the gift is not complete, and it don't look its best without the bow on it. Imagine just getting a gift. And you just, oh, this is wrapped nice. This is cool. But it ain't nothing like the gift with the bow on it. You go, ooh, what's in there? All wrapped with the pretty ribbon on there. That's you. You are the one that puts the ribbon on it. But you got to catch you know how many L's you got to catch before you get the bow? You got to catch L's before you get the bow. You have to lose. You have to not win. You have to be terrible. You have to not be good at whatever it is you want to be great at before you can get the level of appreciation and admiration that you deserve for what it is that you told yourself that you could be, do, and have and become successful at. Catch as many L's as you can so that way you can learn, because those L's are learning experiences. You cannot learn without becoming successful. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. It's been another DruuTube special. All right, I done set y'all on fire with this one. Go out and be great and live your heart's desires, because they're coming to you all through your own mind. Whatever you think, feel, and believe for yourself, that's what you create in your reality. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Shout out to Drew Nation. Shout out to the Galactic family. Everybody press the like button, share button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see all you amazing go-getters in the next video. DruuTube out. Peace.